Second here. So where was I? Oh yes, she said that she can live with, her siblings. Not even 5 minutes ago, they were showing a clip of her trying to beat up her. Not even like they said that she was trying to choke her little sister. It's just, I just don't get it. She said on one occasion, but I think she meant condition. But basically, her condition is that she is far away from her siblings. Little girl, if you're living in the same house, you would have to live in the fucking shed. Because they're in the house. They're in the house with you. 24/7, 365. Except school, but I still count it as 24/7. 365 days you are with your siblings. Yet you still don't want to be around them? Because they make you annoyed to the point where you want to kill them? I don't get it. I don't get it, little girl. Oh no, sorry. She wanted her mom to keep them away from her. I can understand that. I really can. My sister was like that. She was like, oh, you want to hang out? She's like, sure. It was always a lie. And then, but she was like, bro, you got to do this for me. I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll do that. And then, like, all right, can we hang out? She's like, no. I was like, well, you're a bitch. But that's what siblings do, We annoy each other. Still do, actually, kind of. As adults, we still annoy each other. And like I said, I get where she's coming from with that. But, they're gonna annoy you anyway because they're your siblings. Continuing. I'm sorry. She says after the mom was like, yeah, that's what we have to do at home. She says thanks. It's like, yeah, that's cool. Then she says this little gem. God bless America. What the hell does America have to do with this? You are psychotic, little girl. America has nothing to do with this. I get it, she's a girl. She says stupid shit. I say stupid shit. But in the context, Jesus Christ. It's, ugh. And Dr. Phil said that's not going to work because I've already explained why. But if you want to recap, it's because they're living in the same fucking house. They're kids. They're gonna annoy the little shit. They're gonna annoy every single piece of shit that you have. They just won't go away. I'm just saying, it won't happen. Because if you're living in the same house, might as well move out to the shed. Might as well make a living out to the shed. Because if you're gonna tell the siblings, hey, leave her alone, they ain't gonna fucking do it. They just aren't. It's simple as shit in the world. there a continuation on this? No. A Nesca full episode. Yes! Please. Okay, so this is part one. No, it's. Maybe? Is it? Okay, so the girl during the making of this. Wow, wait. This was re-uploaded last month? 2 months ago? What the fuck? Okay, so she's 12. Middle school. No, I don't. Oh, okay, now we're getting more and more information. Ow! So this, okay, I'm guessing they're talking about, I guess in, she's wanting to get help. She's saying, take me, or I will probably hurt someone. If that doesn't scream, I need help, well then, the parent's a fucking moron. Just saying. Because she's like, no, control yourself. Bitch, she can't fucking control her own emotions. Take her to get help. Honestly. Like she's scream like in this clip that I'm listening to right now, she is screaming and crying to get help. I assume. If not, I don't think actually now that I think about it, I think she's wanting to go to Disney. Where are we? I don't know, Phil. Just by looking at that 20-second clip, I'm pretty sure there's more. I know a lot of people like Dr. Phil, but right now I'm saying, fuck you, Dr. Phil. To the moon. Because you're like, or is there something deeper within that child's mind? Of fucking course there is! Can't you hear the fucking clip? Can you not hear the distress? Or the anger? Holy shit, I'm not even a doctor, and I could tell from hearing it. I'm smarter than Dr. Phil. Because he is getting on my nerves. Okay. Going back to what I previously said on the other live stream before it crashed. When she was answering the questions, it looked like and sounded like she had no remorse or guilt. And I think Dr. Phil hit it right on the head. She doesn't. Because she's like, no. Yes. It's like, where's the remorse? Where's the guilt? Where's the emotion behind those answers? There isn't. Simple question, simple answer. There isn't. And I'm watching the full episode now because the Des Black video unfortunately didn't give a lot of information. But That's okay. We got information from there as well. But just saying that your child is like, just say calm yourself to a child that's not, that's, I don't think was going to get help. I think that she wanted to go to the toy store or to get food or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I thought it was help. I thought she was wanting to actually get help because I thought she knew something was wrong. I might be mistaken. I don't know. It's like Dr. Phil's like, was that another teenage rambling, or was there something else hidden beneath the rage? What the fuck do you think? Honestly, not that I'm saying I dislike Dr. Phil. I do kind of dislike him. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of dislike him, especially during this episode. I just wish I could talk with Dr. Phil and ask him, like, hey, you know, in the Inesca situation, video, or show, whatever, case, are you aware of the fact that she was fucking psychotic and ready to kill? He'd probably ask, well, are you psychotic? Like, hell yeah, but at least I control mine. I'm half tempted to kill you right now. Because of the shit that you said. I know you have a doctorate, but I have a brain, and I've used it. There's a thing called common sense, Dr. Phil. Use it sometime during a show. And you might say, oh, he uses common sense. Does he? Or does he make the situation for Inesca worse? I say worse. Because she's sitting before God and everybody so she could be judged by Dr. Phil and the people watching this show. Where's the common sense in that? Short answer, there isn't. You can't make that shit up. Just can't make that shit up. I'm gonna continue on, get more information. He's right about that. She does seem severely disturbed to the point where it's gotten psychotic. Because that's what happened, you know. Something happened. I don't know what. Maybe hopefully they'll explain in that video how she got this way, and I'd like to know how she got to the way she is now. I really would like to know. I hope that's in this video. Mom says that she looks beautiful and calm and cute, but then she goes on to say Inesca holds the whole family in crisis. Which I can understand, I can believe that she does, but that's just because of the behavior of what's going on. Like I said, I don't know what happened before all this started. I don't know how it all started. I would like to know. I'm not Googling it because hopefully this will provide information. I know Dr. Phil's not a credible source for information, but it's information nonetheless. Could it be the wrong information? Quite possibly. But is it information still? Yes. It's information that can either be proven true or false. And I don't know which one it is yet. We all think that, oh, this is just false, they're just dramatizing it up. That's possible. It's very possible. there's a high probability of that happening. But there's also a possibility that it's not. Like this child, this 12-year-old girl, is in need of help.
Any thoughts on Miller?
Uh-uh.
Don't care.
Mother. That's my mother. I'm just going to continue on to see if there's any more information on the background. Now we're back to the hamster story. Killed it with a flashlight. God, can we just get to the interview? Baby birds. Are on the knife blocks. Choking of the sister. She's not in tune with her emotions. She doesn't know what's going on. It is your ability as a parent to get your child into a place where it's safe, comfortable, and livable. It is also your job as a parent to keep them in check. Because if they aren't, if there is no discipline whatsoever, then yes, they might turn psychotic. Again, that's a possibility. I don't know. But you as a parent are responsible for what your child does. Because they don't know what might be going on in the world. They don't know what... I don't think Inesco knows what the hell is going on. I don't think she's even in tune with the world. Maybe she is, and she just found it very scary. I can understand that. 100%, I understand that. Because I think the world is a terrifying, terrifying place. It is not made for humans. This world is not made for humans. I'm not saying all humans are bad or we shouldn't have, we shouldn't have existed, blah, 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 blah. We just don't know what to do with it. We don't know if we want to fight each other or be at peace with each other. We flip between a shit ton. Anyway. 18 times, I swear to God. Now the mother starts to get emotional. Understandable. She's going through hell. That's understandable. But, again, going back to my parent responsibilities thing, as a parent, you are responsible for the discipline to make sure this shit don't happen. Plain and simple. If you discipline your child enough, they'll learn not to do this shit. Now, if there is discipline and it still happens, then okay, something is probably wrong. But if you didn't discipline your child, what the fuck have you been doing for 12 years? Like, did you put shit into her head? Like, we'll never discipline you. We'll make sure you're a free, independent woman. That's why discipline's in place. Not to say that you can't be a free, independent woman anyway, but like, just so that you don't go off and try to kill things, there's no hope for that child anymore. If you didn't discipline the child because you're like, oh, this is going to be a God child, which I think that's what they're thinking. It's like, oh, she's a God child. I would ask, well, what was your discipline? What if she did something bad? Did you just stand there and go, wow, wow? If she was younger and I was the parent, I'd be like, what'd you say? Get the fuck over here. Smack. On the butt. Not on the face, because that's abuse. But I guess now people are like, oh, smacking her on the butt is abuse and sexual harassment. It's not. It's called discipline. It's set for a reason. You're just mad because you made it sexual. You're the ones that did it, not us. I don't know where the hell to go. Oh. Wait, I don't think I'm supposed to be out here. Wait, what? Okay. Sorry, I'm taking this time here to figure out this shit. But like I said, if you didn't discipline your child and you wonder why they're acting the way they are, it's because you didn't discipline them at all. There was no discipline set in place. That's why your child is acting the way it is. Because they don't know any better. They don't know what's right and wrong. They only know the right. They only know the wrong. And that's why I get why some people disagree with discipline. It's like, oh, it doesn't teach them anything. Fucking taught me a thing or two. Told me not to talk back to my parents. Huh. Shit. Anyway, I'll get more information here in a sec after I figure out what the hell is going on with this. Alright. Now, the mother's, like, the only way that she thinks is quitting is by giving up the child. Which, yes, it's a hard decision. It's a very hard decision. But in the end, why put somebody else through that burden? You know? Maybe, actually, just maybe. This is a theory. It's not. You can hate on it. You can like it if you want. But I think it might, depending on the certain family, they might be able to help out as well. Like the child is still legally yours, but they go visit that family for a set period of time, and you switch off on the responsibility of treatments or disciplinary actions, something like that. It could be beneficial for the child to have a disciplinary action with another family, because clearly yours is lacking. You are not giving up the child. It's still rightfully yours. You do not sign any paperwork. You just have another family help out. Just help out. That's all I'm saying. Now, it might not sound like the greatest idea, but it's an idea. It's something to think about. It gives you something to think about. Hang on. Need to text my mom for a second. Anyway. Another theory. Leave the other three with your grandparent. So that way they're not in that environment while you work with Aneska. Leave them with a grandparent. Because a grandparent's, that's safety right there. That's away from Aneska. They are safe away from the problem. Why didn't you think of that in the first place? Why the hell did I not know? That would be my first thought. Like, okay, if there's a problem with my other child, maybe I can send them with their grandparents so that way we can help out this one child that needs it. And if I know the either side of the family with grandparents, it doesn't matter. They have open arms. They will come out with those children with open arms while you stay with the child that needs help. That's what I think should be the solution. Instead of just, I think we're gonna give up. I don't want to give up. You don't have to. You do not have to give up. Send the other 3 kids with a grandparent, whether that be from mom's side or the dad's side. Don't care. Send them with a grandparent. That easy. Don't just leave them around with a babysitter. Be like, oh yeah, I'm raising your kids because you have a problem child. No. Why do you think there's family? To help out. That's why they're there. To help out in certain needs. And this is a pretty big fucking need. Anyway. They say they've been trying for 9 years. I don't think they've been trying hard enough. Because they're like, oh, this didn't work. Okay, move on. Oh, this didn't work? Okay, move on. No! You did not try. You gave up the first time you said that didn't work. You have given up already. You just don't know it. You have given up. Just because it doesn't work doesn't mean that it won't work. Certain things will work. Other things will not. I don't have a child, but if my child comes up with this and it's like, oh yeah, we tried this, I'll be like, try harder. Because there's no way I'm letting this shit fly. My child is in need. Help them. Don't just stand there and be like, oh no, this didn't work with them. We're just going to move on to a different area. No! You do not do that. That gives them more opportunity to fuck up. You do not do that. Ever. You ask the people trying to help, like, okay, if this doesn't work, what will? Or what can? What possible... Hell, even if it's experimental, ask if it works. Ask if it'll work. They'll probably say, I don't know. If they say, I don't know, they'll be like, you know what? We'll give it a shot. Because it's something. It ain't nothing. It is something that they have created to help. It's not nothing. A child in need needs a child solution. Because if your child sits there, you know, and asks for help and you say, well, no, because we've tried and nothing has worked. You haven't tried hard enough. You say you don't want to give up. You have given up. You have given up. Because somebody told you it doesn't work. Or you told yourself it didn't work. You didn't try hard enough. You looked at doctors. You didn't look at therapists. They're like, oh yeah, we could give her this drug that helps with her psyche. I don't care. Even if you went to a backstreet drug dealer. Actually, that might help. Go get her to a backstreet drug dealer. That might help her out. So, we're learning that Aneska has physically abused her siblings. She's choked one out, almost. To death. She's kicked her brother in the stomach. And she even sworn that she would get out of the care, that psychiatric help. And she did. And the parents were like, well, she did it. Fuck it. We give up. No! No. How many times do I have to say no? Enough for you to get it through your skulls that this shit isn't flying. When I mean flying, I mean... I don't know what I mean, but you might. you have told yourself, you literally have told yourself, well, we ain't gonna deal with it because, you know, she said she wouldn't. That's where your parenting comes in. Fuck her nose. You make her say yes. Because as a parent, well, unless she wants help. But just because she says no doesn't mean that she won't stop. She's like, no, I'll stop. I promise. And you go, all right, and continue on with your daily life. You are some other kind of fucked up. You're worse than the child. Because if the fucking child literally stands there and says, no, I won't do it again, and you say, okay, and she does it, and you're like, why did she do it? And you're standing there with your fucking mouth open? Yeah, that's you believing a child that she doesn't need help. Not your own intuition or your own conscience. Fucking piece of shit. Oh shit, was it mag light? Well, no fucking wonder. The mother peeked into Aneska beating to death her hamster with a giant ass flashlight. And she's like, oh, I didn't think nothing of it because she seemed happy. What type of person goes to the carpet, no less, with a fucking flashlight and just starts hitting the carpet? It's like, oh, nothing else. Oh, there's nothing to it. She's happy. What? Your curiosity doesn't get the better of you? You are, again, you are some other type of fucked up. If you believe, like, oh, she's at the carpet, she has a giant ass flashlight on the carpet, oh, no big deal. She's happy. I'd say if it was during the day, you could see blood on the flashlight. It's not that dark. Blood is not that dark. It's not. Especially on an object. It's not that dark. It's very bright. It's like, yeah, she's happy. Do you not understand what the hell type of person says that? An actual psychotic person. I think I know where she got her psychoticism from. Her parents, because they're in their own fucking little world. They're like, oh, she's fine, la da 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 da. The cycle continues. It's the parents' fault, not hers. It's like, oh, literally, the mom's like, oh, I didn't think nothing of it, you know. I peeked, you know, she was happy, she was smiling. Does it not occur to you that normal children don't do this? Like, I don't remember a time I actually have one of these types, I actually have one of those types of flashlights, you know, the big fucking ones, the big thick and long ones. I think I still have one of those. I don't ever recall going to my carpet with the flashlight and start smacking the shit out of the carpet. I don't recall that. And I don't think my mom will even recall that at all. No one thinks, oh, you know, I have this giant ass flashlight. Oh, and there's carpet here too. I'll just beat the fucking carpet with this flashlight and see what happens. No one does that. Anyway. So we're on the baby bird subject. The mother's like, she killed them one, and Dr. Phil's like, oh, she methodically killed them one at a time. It's like, okay, that's a weird way of doing it, but okay. And the mom's like, I don't know how somebody could do that with their bare hands. They're baby birds. They're as fragile as an actual human baby. It's not that hard. Now, some of you might think, oh, you're psychotic because you know. No, I just know simple anatomy. Because I'm pretty sure with a fucking baby, you can mold their fucking heads into a fucking cone if you wanted to. Not that hard. And you could probably kill a baby with your bare hands. A literal newborn baby, not even maybe a few weeks old, with your bare hands. Just saying. I'm not psychotic. I really am not. Because I do not have these thoughts of just killing baby birds. I do not have voices in my head. I'm just spitting out facts. My facts, because I know as sure as shit that it's possible. Hell, I'm tempted to get my buddy in here and be like, hey, is it possible for an actual average adult human to crush a baby and kill it? And he'd probably say, yes. And I'd ask, is that the same as a baby bird? And he would probably say, yes. Actually, baby birds is not possible. I didn't know anybody could do that. Hell yeah, they could. You knew it. A pretty good fucking 7-year-old. Okay. What? Okay, if you really wanted something like a toy or something at 11 years old, and your mom said no, I think we've all had thoughts of just like, oh, I want to. It's like, I'm gonna steal my mom's credit card and get it. It's kind of, we've all had these thoughts. Even today, I still have some of these thoughts. But you know what? I control myself and like, no, it's not right. No. That's not how this shit works. No. That's a definite no. Because I've been told that it's wrong. Continuing. Apparently she's also... Oh, dear Jesus. Okay. So this is Aneska's behaviors. She's choked her sister out. She's kicked brother in the stomach. She's bludgeoned a hamster. She's killed baby birds. Threatened to kill the mother. Stole the mother's credit card. Stalked vice principal and threatened him. Chased siblings with a knife. Pretended to be 16 years old on the internet. That's a shit move to do. Don't ever do that. She's lied, kicked the vice principal in the groin. Something about a loudspeaker. I don't know. She ran away and slept in a forest, and she nearly died. How far in the forest does she get? Well, if she nearly died, she must have been over there over a period of time. Like, I would imagine a few days. And nearly died with either the wildlife or starvation. What's the loudspeaker one? Oh. So after she kicked the vice principal's nuts, she went on the loudspeaker and told everybody. It's like, I kicked the vice principal in the nuts. Ha ha ha, you're next. Or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so that's the loudspeaker. Oh, hang on, there's dinner. I'll come back with this later. Don't worry, I will.